You know what I mean? This person did this to me, this to me, this to me. Watch the advice of a sister and a brother versus your real sister, your real brother at home. The one that doesn't know the Bible. Go and get an advice from your husband that is not a believer, okay? And come here and take someone as a believer, as a brother, a sister, take their advice and watch the difference. أغزي وين أبركوت. أنا بدي هدخل مودي أودا. أنا هم زملي دوا برناش. أنا هم زملي ديا بخت. أنا هم زملي دوا ناشا. أنا كريبلي من فلان. مودي أودا. سو تباغر خاتك زي مبتم رالخ. هنا خوش باقر خدانا تيلي جروب الديخ. تيلي جو نايت كلاب منك. تيلي جو شو تابوياته منك. تيلي جو دكانة قمطرة منك. زي جواب. And watch the difference between what the believer will say and the unbeliever. The real believer, the casual believer. How many casual believers you see anger in them and hate? Huh? Casual believers. ناشي so what بخزت له بتاعتي له مرأينا من أوضة لكريبة اللي بنت أوضة لليأكل. Those are casual believers. So قالك ما تتبالى همزومة للخة باست أخنا بالأوضة لك يوخمهمنا the believers among themselves. That's what they have to do. And then we have to pray for one another. See? Instead of bring them down, you have to pray for them. بنجيب الخيطة اللي قارو قالك صارت قديمة. قالك هيرتوا. لا؟ هنا خزموا المودي لمارا. سبب خارطة مودي لمارا. مارا because that will heal them. Right? It will heal us. Because you feel, don't you feel better when you come here on Wednesdays and you get with your brothers and sisters here? Yes. How is the feeling? Just for that, right? And the same thing when you come on Sunday and you see everybody and you meet everybody in church and all that, right? So that is what it is. But then watch this. When a righteous man prays, what happened? You قرتها Slaughtered Zaddiqa Modila. What is the prayer of a righteous man? It what? Huh? It's powerful. It gives much. Right? What did God say to Pharaoh? He said, give the man his wife back and he will pray for you and you and your family might live. Live. A righteous man. So listen how he's saying it. Elijah was a man with a nature just like ours. إيليا يوخناشا مغديا بتكيانا يوبرناشا إن صولي لك علىها طلاش النوبال يكليلا مطرة وصولي لك علىها مدري مطرة تيلا سبب صلوت الزديقة خير أمتلا because the prayer of a righteous is a well said prayer. It's a paid off prayer. It's a prayer that God hears it right away and it's delivered right away.
شو مثلا خبك الخبقارة
باقت خي
خمودي مطلبة إنه ثلاثة ومطرة
Why was Elijah asking for no rain?
صعبت هيمانوتا
لا
قمودي خي
إنه هيمانوتا مهيمني ولا خطورة
أتامني دوسي أتامني
صخصيت
سبب تايوة كبنا الأرعى قتايوة كبنا الأرعى سبب تيوة آخو ملكة آخو وجزبel. Ahab and Jezebel were chasing the saints. They were killing them. And this is what Elijah wanted. He wanted to stop. And why is it 3.5 years? Because those are the 3.5 years that Jesus spoke about. 3.5 years that Jesus preached. there was hunger. There was hunger for 3.5 years. People didn't believe Jesus. People didn't understand the rain from God. That was the rain from God. You know? That is why Jerusalem will be stepped on for 3.5 years. Those are the 3.5 years of Elijah. Because they didn't believe in Jesus Christ. So anyway, so what is it for us in here? Do we have to ask for the rain to stop? No. But what is it? That we pray and we ask God for anything to happen, it will happen. And guess what? You don't have to pray for yourself. You can pray for others. So ila sluta kahine, lela basluta kajano, ila sluta kahine. How do you pray for others? What do you ask for? Do you know we always say God bless America, right?
No.
That's the biggest mistake we do.
God bless all the world.
God bless the world.
All the world.
Why only United States? Why is it our Father who is in heaven? Everybody's praying that prayer with each other. Why can't we say God bless the world? Why? Why is it so hard? Believers.
So you know how I told you earlier that when we pray, our kingdom come is all we need to say because God is all-knowing. So I used to, sit and say, like, we're not supposed to say this, but we're sharing it for the experience to learn. So I would pray for other people, and then I would mention the things that I want for those people. But now it's like I just mention their name and say, God, I'm thinking of this person. You know what's in my mind. Is that the, because I feel like that's all I need to do, right? You wouldn't have to go in and say all the other, okay, just make
No. Just like the priest, he mentions the names.
That's it, perfect.
That's all what you do. Just mention the names. Let's go quick. Okay. So now let's go for God's will against man's will. Who's gonna win?
God.
Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet?
God's will was man's.
God's will or man's will? Who wants to bet?
This world?
Who's gonna win?
God, of course.
God's will or man's will?
God.
Who wants to bet?
Ana-
Think
Ana-
about it again.
Ana-
Well, God wins at the end. God wins at the end.
God wins at the end. I love that. Yes. That is what it is. Yes.
Good for you.
That's good. Look.
It's boxing
I
rounds,
didn't know
right?
the best.
It's boxing rounds.
That's a good t-shirt logo.
Yeah, there you go.
It's used to them.
Bravo, Maya.
God's will against man's will. Okay. So 1 Timothy 2:3 through 4. I don't know what is the other 3 for. Don't worry about the last 3. That's man's will. Don't worry about it. Somebody read that. Read it.
Matthias.
For this is good and acceptable in the sight of God our Savior, for who desires all men to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth.
Very good. So what's God's will? Sinan, what's God's will? Every man to be saved. God's will is what?
Saved.
What God desires? All men to be
Saved.
Saved and have knowledge.
and come to the knowledge of the truth. Not any knowledge. Knowledge of the truth is heavenly. Right? That's what Jesus said to Pilatus. What did he say? He said, I came to tell them the truth. And then Pilatus said, what is the truth? But then he walked away. And he lost the truth. Because he went to please man again. So, ما بقاري لك سورة قال
علىها طاولة قبل كم علىها خروفا هاك شبين شبل ناشي ترقي آتي ديت شرارة.
كل ناشة برقي آتي لديت شرار. خزقنا لك قالي بعربي شو منا قالوا؟
أنا.
آتي قمولا.
Thank you. فإن هذا الأمر جيد ومقبول في نظر الله مخلصنا، فهو يريد لجميع الناس أن يخلصوا ويقبلوا إلى معرفة الحق بالتمام.
يريد أن
يريد لجميع الناس أن يخلصوا.
جميع الناس يعني كل برناشوتا ليلة خابلن طايبة خابلن بصلة خابلن ناشا لا
ويقبلوا معرفة الحق بالتمام.
وقابلها ديت شرارة. Exactly. Very well. Very well, very well, very well. So now we know what's God's will. What's man's will? What does man want? What does man want? Okay. So man has a free will of choice to either live by flesh or by spirit. That is the difference here. God wants man to be saved. And man has his free will. But he has a free will to choose between living by flesh or living by spirit. So in order for man to understand the knowledge that God wants to give him, the knowledge of the truth, he has to live by spirit. By the spirit. If you live by the flesh, you will have the knowledge of the world. You see, a baby comes from his mother womb, he doesn't know nothing. He learns from this bubble. He learns from this bubble. But if he lives by the spirit, he gets to know the knowledge of that is out of the bubble. That is not in this bubble. That is not from this world. Jesus said, قال رب الرامة قام. So, متى منبالة لك knowledge فرقوته لا بالknowledge تقرعه وبالknowledge تشمية. إن برناشا he has a choice. بيه يطي مندي تقرعه يم بيه يطي مندي تشمية. بيه يطي مندي فلاش يم بيه يطي مندي it's spirit. Okay? So let's go to Romans 8, 5 through 8.
People whose lives are based on selfishness think about selfish things, but people whose lives are based on the Spirit think about things that are related to the Spirit. The attitude that comes from selfishness leads to death, but the attitude that comes from the Spirit leads to life and peace. So the attitude that comes from the selfishness is hostile to God. It does not submit to God's law because it can't. People who are self-centered aren't able to please God.
Very well. People who are self-centered, it means all what they love is me, me, me. Yeah? So mani na nanashe. Surah, Aylin.
فخمن أحيانا خطايا موجود فخمن أحيانا بالخطايا خير الإسلام فخمن أحيانا خطايا بيجمن الآلام سوت لنا الزرق ناموس الآلام ولنا صيت هارسة أني فينا الزرق أحيانا خطايا لنا صيت شرط الآلام.
So when are we considered dead? Very simple. When we are living by the flesh. When we're doing according to the flesh. But we are alive when we're always living by the Spirit. It means we do not die. There's no death for us. But we actually, even though we're walking this earth, we're eating, we're drinking, millions, billions of people are doing that, but in reality they're dead. because they're living by the flesh, not by the spirit. So iemand dich begaya met rucha chayevich, ina iemand dich begaya met pagra mitevich. Kamodisa ba pagra imagab achchi ana. All what the flesh wants is me. Doesn't care about you. But when you live by spirit, I care more about you. You guys remember we talked about the power of love versus the love for power. You see? Because the flesh wants power. But the spirit wants love. And that's the difference. See? Yakabut hadach mani barnasha. So modila will is barnasha. So you have to choose your will. That's why. You either live by flesh or you either live by spirit. And that is where your will and God's will can be the same. Depending on how you live. See? That is why I was trying to tell you that. And he said it's the end what counts. Did you live by the soul? Then your will and God's will match. You will understand otherwise God's will. بتبرمي يطلع رزايد علىها إيمان خيد بطروخة. إنا إيمان خيد بتبغرة إذا أنت رزايوخ إلى different من رزايد علىها. Therefore, what does it say in Romans 7:15? Let's read it through 17, please. 18. Let's read from 15 through 18. ماني للقرية قارئ, please. ماني للقرية. ماني للقرية. سوزي أقريت هاد قرية. وبات لك قرية. مو نقرأ لك على.
I'll try Surat.
سورة, of course.
Surat مندي الوضع من برناشا في عور جاو فقرة وماسة
شوبلين يعني مخ.
اوكي شوبلين إلا مندي دي قالن مني حال شوبلانة من دي إتلة نتياتة الشماعة شمعة وإيمان دي ورا إيشو البيتر البيتر
For what I am doing, I do not understand. For what I will do, okay, sorry. For what I am doing, I do not understand. For what I will to do, that I do not practice. But what I hate, that I do. If then I do what I will not to do, I agree with the law that it is good. But now, it is no longer I who do it, but sin that dwells in me. For I know that in me, this is in my flesh, nothing good dwells. For to will is present with me. But how to perform what is good, I do not find.
Oh, that's deep.
I have a question.
From the beginning,
What kind of sin is he talking about?
What kind of sin?
Yeah, he's talking about like his thoughts and things like that.
Any sin that comes through the flesh, and it's always the morality of person here comes, right? What does every sin that comes to the flesh is from Satan. It's earthly, right? All the sin there. There is only one sin that is usually it's more into the flesh. Everything else is out of the flesh. All the other sins comes out of the flesh. The only sin, it's adultery, that comes into the flesh. You see what I'm saying? So All those are sins by the flesh, but some comes out of the flesh when you swear, when you do bad things, when you